Welcome back for the third act of In the Tides of Time, Part 2, Episode 68, 20-Sided Tales. When we left off, you had activated the last of the sigils and consecrated it by destroying it after the fact. Your hand forced by these aberrantly tethered elementals. You brought them down and gained the favor of the Murghast as well. Ignicia had been transported to the fourth dimension, speaking with the animated spirit of the Lady of the Lake, and being gifted the diadem of the Sentinels, the treasured, priceless item gifted to the most favored warriors. You guys then set up and took your long rest within the dome. There was some talk amongst each other, and you regrouped, not only physically, but of spirit as well. We now come to some hours later. You can feel Eldath's peace has worn off, but it actually takes you a few moments to realize it, Alikos. It drifted off maybe at some time near the end of your long rest, but for whatever reason, as you awake and the first few minutes of getting up, as you look to your comrades and to Ignicia, it's still there. It always was.
Right, see ya. As he takes out
But
this
you're no
tiny
longer
little
technically
fragment,
under the effect.
Right. So he takes out this tiny crystalline fragment of what was left of the bauble. So it's now like probably no longer even was once faintly glowing, now is merely inert.
Mm-hmm.
So he just pockets it for a little token later.
You all arise and go through your morning routines, greeting each other and readying to exit the dome. Just as the dome is dropping around you, and you can feel the water pressure just kind of adjust in that moment. Everything gets a bit heavier.
Ready?
Yeah, as we can be, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bringing up a few of your magical light sources, our four heroes travel onward to the heart of the darkness, to the center of Lake Anaki. In the first hour of travel, you've passed through the destroyed grounds of the lake bed, that rocky quarry, and have come to a portion where there are more of these jutting ruins, broken towers, and uprooted structures, wrecks of ships, and more of that strange mucus that kind of just hangs in these liquids and sticks to everything. You all notice as you're going another light source aside from your own, almost like that of a angler fish. It's this big light bauble, and it's going not your direction, it's going away. It would be going northward, so to your left and like continuing. It's this large light.
That feels like very ominous.
Or it could be a bit of a blessing if it's something that was in the center that was guarding or something like that.
True. Let's try to get closer and be cautious.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever
Being
that
cautious
passing,
is the word of the day.
whatever that passing light was, has continued commoting slowly through these dark waters, as it is pitch black everywhere, essentially, except for the light you're emitting. No sunlight up above the surface of the lake. You're in the thick of the ruins now, and you can all see in the center of what looks like a raised, still standing dais or platform of what was once a metropolis, several larger sources of light, different, rippling in blue, almost like lightning. They create these massive arches, like portals, something that you've become somewhat familiar with in your travels. 3 of them of gargantuan size, all on one end of this massive podium platform ahead of you, with beams of energy firing off towards the center of the structure. And it seems oddly vacant of anything else here. As you're swimming closer, there's just a thick foliage at the bed of the lake, and the way it sort of sways and lists almost looks like tentacles coming up to reach and grab occasionally, or you'll feel it brush against you, and you'll ready yourself, but it's just weeds. And there's something else. The hanging mucus that was somewhat in the area has now gotten to the point where everything is essentially obscured, lightly obscured with this gunk, other than the bright portal lights way up ahead.
Oh boy. All right. So, do we want to be quiet heading in? Y'all want to go in loud? What are y'all thinking?
Let's be quiet. What if we could get in and get the node and get out?
All right. Any idea what that looks like?
You guys are right now about
Hold on.
like
In the visions that I saw, because she showed me a whole bunch about her thing, was the node visible?
It's a
They were talking
pearl-like.
about it.
It's a pearl-like object.
I'll minor illusion, try to just recreate what I saw in my hand.
You all see this orb, a
Spin it
sphere, but almost like a diamond. It's got all these different faces to it. It's like a D20, almost, or like a literal D100 with 100 sides.
Chaos die? No, okay.
Here, if you want, I'll try to go in a bit quieter.
Yeah, right now you guys are amongst the ruin and wreckage, the debris of the center of this metropolis, about like 600 feet or so out on average, and lower than the structure. The structure like stands up. It's like a tall podium. You have to swim up a little bit higher to get to it. You can just see the large portals, which are on the opposite side from which you're approaching.
All right. So I think the plan would be get a bit closer, and if y'all want, I'll swim out there and just see what bites.
Are you implying you purposely throw yourself into a possible ambush just to see if it's an ambush?
Well, I was going to try to be a bit more sneaky about it, but with our luck, it'll probably devolve into that, yes.
Alekos, how much time do you have on your blessing?
He shakes his head.
It's gone.
Well, it's not as good as what you had, but I might be able to help a bit. Aberrations, at least.
I'm not sure what that is.
It'll prevent you from being charmed, frightened, or possessed by such creatures. As well as having,
They can take over us? Like, possess, like
it depends on the creature. This is more of general utility. I can make it so certain types of creatures don't have that effect on you.
How long does that last?
10 minutes. Just...
Maybe wait till we're closer, though.
Let's wait.
Exactly. I merely say, Aleko, stay by me, just in case.
I'm not sure. I really feel like I should be in the front.
Yeah,
We're in the front before she has you with that, and then something happens.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe go to the front once she has that on you. Is that something, Sana, that takes your focus to do?
It does.
Okay.
Seems cowardly.
How so?
You'll be fine.
Hiding in the back until
cowardly.
something happens.
Not cowardly, it's cautious, darling.
Called being tactical.
Cautious
Trust
is the
your
word
judgment.
of the day. Cautious is the word of the day. Okay.
I'll
Right, well,
trust your judgment.
well, let's go stick our feet in this hornet's nest.
Do.
Hold on, wait. Let me send Electra.
Okay.
Smaller. It's harder to see.
All right. Sounds like a
I
plan.
will send Electra forward, and I will go into her head. And I will send her off.
All right. Electra begins to swim forward, rising up about 40 feet from the lake bed of rubble and ruin, coming up to the top, or getting a good look at the top of this structure. Not quite there yet, still about 30 feet off. She can see or you can see through her eyes, there are